Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to see about a weather forecast application that I have created. So first, let's see how the application is and then see the code. So this is the application. It basically has two sections. One is the current weather and the other is the location section. So let's go with the current weather. So current weather basically shows the weather of the current location that you are in. So this is the weather of the location that I am in. And location shows the weather of few predefined locations that I've already added. So these are few of the locations that I have added. I'm using a view pager over here. Basically, I just ping an API with the location that I want to fetch the details, and I just get the details and show it over here. In case you want the application, I'll drop the link of the APK in the description. You can get it from there. Now coming to the code, I'm just going to show you an overview of how the design pattern works and how the API calls have been done. So basically I'm using a MVP design pattern over here, which is a model view presenter with Dagger 2 and RX Java for API calls. So the home activity is the main activity in this application, which is the first screen that we see. So the home activity extends base activity. So this base activity is a general activity which holds all the initializations and the basic functionalities and features that we use in the application, like toast, stack bar, checking the location permission, initializing the dagger, and setting the fonts and all these basic things. We don't have to redo it in all the other activities. So basically we just put it into a base activity and just extend it into all the activities, so we can reuse the same code instead of redoing the same code again and again. So that is the use of a base activity. So in this application, I just have one activity. So basically, if there are many activities, then this will be even more efficient and useful. And I'll explain you about the MVP view later while we do the API calls and others. Yeah, again coming back to home activity, I'm just injecting the layouts and injecting the MVP views, and then now let's see what's there inside the layout. So activity main is the layout file, which has the text view, a tab layout, and then a view pager. And the view pager basically has two fragments for now. So now let's see what current weather fragment has in it. As same as base activity, I have a base fragment which will be extended for both current weather fragment and the location fragment. And I'm implementing the current weather MVP view. This I will explain you when I'm explaining the API flow, so it will be easier to understand. And after that, I'm injecting all the layouts, and then I'm injecting the current weather MVP view. So layout current weather is the layout file for the fragment. It holds an image view, the weather, and then the location, the temperature and humidity, the temperature in Kelvin, humidity and wind. These are the basic details that I'm fetching from the API. So coming to API, I'm using an Open Weather API, which is a open source API that they provide all the details about the weather, and we can also fetch data of a specific location as well. The onResume method where I'm calling the API. So basically in an MVP design pattern, all the API calls happen in the presenter, and then the data has been passed through a MVP view to the fragment. That is how the flow is. This is a MVP presenter's interface which holds the API whichever I am calling. So this will be overridden in the current weather presenter. So here it is overridden. So over here in the current weather fragment, I'm calling the API with the URL and the latitude and longitude. As of now, I've hard coded to the latitude and longitude to my location. Later, we can change it to dynamic. Once we are calling this API, the current weather presenter will be triggered. and this method will be called with the endpoint that we are passing. So what happens is the API call is done and then we get the result. I'm using RxJava for API calls over here. The flow of RxJava is we need to subscribe to a thread and then the on next method will return us the response, and then the on error will show us if there is any error. In the on next method, I'm again calling the MVP view to send the response to the fragment. So this is where I'm parsing all the response. I'm parsing it in the model class. So all the data will be stored in the model class. Once it's stored, I'm sending the response over here through the MVP view to the current weather fragment. That is why we are implementing the current weather MVP view. So the methods inside this will get overridden in the fragment. This is the method that is got overridden in the fragment. So it holds the current weather's data. So once this method is been triggered, all the data will be stored into the views. So these are the views. I'm just setting all the text to the views. And one more thing that I'm doing is I'm also showing some appropriate image to the particular weather that I'm getting. So if suppose it is thunderstorm, I'll be showing a thunder image. The same thing I've done for everything. So if it is snow or clear, I'm just showing some appropriate image. And I've just used some basic weather. So there are a lot more that you can check on Open Weather's website. So this is about the current weather fragment. So the location weather fragments flow is also as same as the current weather fragments flow. One thing extra that we are doing here is there's a view pager. We need to show the weather of multiple locations. So I'm using a view pager over here. This is the view pager that I'm using, and inside this view pager I'm setting up all the data and all the designs, and once the API is called I'm just passing all the data to the adapter and setting the data. This is the place where I'm setting up the data. So these are the locations that I've picked with the images, and after setting up the data I'm also setting up the adapter. So location weather adapter is the adapter for the view pager. So location weather adapter is a pager adapter. This is set up for the view pager. We need to pass the data from the fragment to the adapter and set the data inside the adapter. So this is the layout of the adapter. It has an image view. So I'm just giving the city's image view over here. And then this is a view. I've just tried a wave kind of view just to enhance the design. And then this is a gradient file, which is the background. Once the image is added, then this gradient texture will be shown. And with that I'm showing the temperature, location, the name of the temperature, and then the weather's image, and then the weather image. And coming back to the adapter, this is the place where I'm setting everything. Next is the on page change listener. So once the page is changed in the view pager, this API will be called with a particular position. So what happens is this particular position is the position of this array list. If the selected page is London, then the position will be 3, and then the third position will be sent over here and the API will be called with that city, and then we'll fetch the data and store it in the adapter. So the API call is same as how we saw in current weather. The API call will happen in the location presenter, and on next will give the response, and that response will be sent to the fragment. So inside the fragment, I'm also passing the temperature and the temperature name and setting all the images over here, which has been shown in the adapter. So I'm globally defining the text views and I'm setting it. So this is all about the weather forecast application. So this will be the final result, the result for the locations, and this is the result for the current weather. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, share, comment and subscribe.